Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. So, children, yesterday we have discussed about the plant nutrition and it is the autotrophic type of nutrition. Children, today we are going to start a new topic, that is the how organisms obtain their nutrition. That we can say the nutrition in the animals. As we know, all the animals are the heterotrophic heterotrophic in nature, so that the each organism is adapted to its environment. The form of the nutrition differ and depending on the types of the availability of the food materials, as well as how it is obtained by the organism. For example, the children, the food and the way is it obtained are different, and the digestive system is also different in the different types of organism. For example, a single celled organism, the food may be taken in by the entire their body surface, and we can say the complexity of the organism increases, different parts becomes specialized to perform their different functions, because the similar type of the cells, they are combined to form a tissue, because they are performing the same function. For example, the amoeba taken in food using the temporary finger like extensions of the cell surface, which fuse over the food particles, forming a food vacuole. So we know the amoeba is a unicellular organism which is living in the water, and it takes in the food by the finger like projection. It is called the pseudopodia, and form a food vacuole in their body. So there are many food vacuoles in their body. Inside the food vacuoles, the food is digested and absorbed, and the undigested food is then sent out through the surface of the cell, because the all body functions perform only by a single cell, because the amoeba is the unicellular organism. So children, how the nutrition process occur in the human beings? The nutrition in the human beings takes place in the digestive system. As we know, it consists of the alimentary canal and the digestive glands, which produce the enzymes that break down food into the simple smaller molecules. The main aim is of the digestion is to break down the big food particles, into simple absorbable form. So the breaking down of these food particles is called the digestion process, and the main organs of the digestive system are mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and anus. And the main glands are the salivary glands, gastric glands, liver, pancreas, and intestinal glands. So children, we know the liver is the largest gland of our body, and you can see the picture of the digestive system here. In the mouth, the food is broken down into the smaller particles by the teeth, and they mixed with the saliva from the salivary glands, and the saliva contains the enzyme which is called the salivary amylase, which converts the starch into sugar, means the polysaccharides into the disaccharides, and then the food passes through the esophagus into the stomach. Esophagus is also called the food pipe. In the stomach, there are the gastric glands, produces the gastric juice, which contains the enzyme pepsin and the hydrochloric acids and the mucus also. The pepsin breaks down proteins, and the hydrochloric acids makes the medium acidic, and helps in the action of the pepsin and also kill the harmful bacteria that came in the stomach. And the mucus protects the wall of the stomach from the action of the acid. Then the food passes into the small intestine. In the upper part of the small intestine called the duodenum, the food is mixed with the bile from the liver and the pancreatic juice from the pancreas, and the bile breaks down the fats into the smaller globules, and the pancreatic juice contains the enzyme called the trypsin and the lipase. The trypsin breaks down the protein into proteases and peptones, and the lipase breaks down the fat into the fatty acids and glycerol. In the small intestine, the glands and the walls of the small intestine produces the intestinal juice. The enzymes of the intestinal juice converts the carbohydrate into glucose, into monosaccharides, and the fats into the fatty acids and glycerol, and the proteins into the simple form called the amino acids. The walls of the small intestine has the several finger-like projections called the villi, having the blood vessels in it. It helps to increase the surface area for the absorption of the digested food, and the digested food is absorbed by the blood and transported to all the cells in the body. Then the undigested food passes into the large intestine. Children, water is absorbed and the waste material is removed through the anus part. So, this is the description of the human alimentary canal, or we can say all the digestive system with their digestive glands. So, hope children this topic is clear. Today you should revise this topic. Thank you children.